Today's Voice from the Past features a top guitarist, famous for his finger-picking style. What's that, you say? A top instrumentalist in Voices from the Past? Yes, that's right. Let me explain. We're swinging the spotlight to top guitarist and record producer Chet Atkins, who also had a distinctive singing voice.
I've had a sheltered life down here on Music Road.
In addition, we'll hear Chet talking in a rare radio interview that has been hidden away for over 50 years. Chester Burton Atkins, also known as Mr. Guitar, was born in Tennessee in 1924. He was the youngest of 3 boys and a girl. He was a multi-instrumentalist who played the mandolin, fiddle, banjo and ukulele, but he's best known as a guitarist. Along with Owen Bradley and Bob Ferguson, Chet helped create the Nashville Sound. The Nashville Sound was a country music style which expanded its appeal to adult pop music fans by using orchestral string arrangements and vocal backings like the Jordanaires and the Anita Kerr Singers.
Hey, won't you play another somebody done somebody wrong song?
Chet added the pop to country, sometimes called crossover. Chet Atkins' trademark style of playing uses the thumb and first 2 or sometimes 3 fingers of the right hand. He developed this style from listening to Merle Travis. Chet made hundreds of records himself and also produced stars like Eddie Arnold, Dolly Parton, Elvis Presley and Roy Orbison.
Almost 18.
Chet Atkins made his first record in 1946. In 1949, he started playing alongside the Carter family, which featured Maybelle Carter and her daughters June, Helen and Anita.
It's time for the Carter sisters, Mother Maybelle, Chet Atkins and his famous guitar.
Put on a smile and don't worry.
Later, he had a lifelong association with the RCA Victor Company. Chet's first hit single was Mr. Sandman. Chet's records continued to sell in their thousands during the 1950s and 60s. In addition to recording, Chet was a design consultant for Gretsch, which manufactured a popular Chet Atkins line of electric guitars. Chet Atkins became manager of RCA Victor's Nashville Studios, eventually inspiring and seeing the completion of the legendary RCA Studio B. Chet was eager to embrace new technologies such as multi-channel tape recorders, improved studio acoustics, and artificial reverberation sounds from a German effects device, an EMT plate reverb. Chet had been inspired by the pioneering recording magic demonstrated by Les Paul. Chet's biggest hit single came in 1965 with Yakety Axe. In the 1970s, Chet performed live shows at top venues around the world and in 1973 produced a massive hit for RCA recording star Perry Como.
And I love you so.
We have a rare interview with Chet recorded the same year, 1973, when Chet was performing in London. Sean Street was a presenter at BBC Radio Solent, and Sean recorded this interview in Chet's dressing room at the Wembley Empire Pool.
I came from a very poor family. We lived on a farm, and of course I was raised up during the Depression, and so it was very hard times. I came from a broken home. My dad left when I was 7. So, we trying to make a living there during the Depression, me and my mother and brothers and sisters. And my mother got married again, and so I was raised up with a stepfather that didn't understand me too well, and I didn't understand him. So it was kind of rough, but it was good. We played a lot of music at night. We didn't have a radio, of course no television back then, so we just played music to entertain ourselves. So it worked out very well.
I hear that there is a story that you actually got your first guitar by trading a pistol for it. Is that true?
We traded a pistol for one guitar. I acquired several guitars when I was a kid, but me and my brother did have an old pistol that wouldn't shoot, and we traded it to another kid for a guitar. It sounds bad when you first hear it, but really we didn't have any shells for the gun. It wouldn't shoot.
Now, you must influence so many guitar players throughout the world. There must be an influence on you. Who influences you?
Yeah, there were quite a few. I'm proud to say, though, you know, back when I started playing, nobody played with their fingers. Everybody played with a straight pick. And now I'd say 50% of the guitar players play with their fingers and a thumb pick or with a thumb and fingers. And I like to think that I had a little to do with that, and I'm very proud of it. My influences were many, but mainly the reason I play like I do is I went to live with my father when I was 11 years old down in Georgia on a farm, and there were no musicians for miles and miles. And so I kind of started playing around that way to entertain myself. Then, when I was about 15, I heard Merle Travis, who is a sensational guitar player, fingers and thumb. And so he was really the biggest influence on me. Also Segovia, of course, and Les Paul, and a lot of people like that. But the big influence was Merle.
Roll on, buddy.
Tell us a bit about Jerry Reed, because you've made 2 albums with Jerry Reed. A sort of antithesis of your musical personality, seems to me.
Yeah, well, Jerry is one of my favorite guitarists also. He's very inventive, you know, and he's very different. He started out playing like me, and he wasn't satisfied with that. He went on and developed things that much more intricate and delicate than I do. Not delicate, but he's really rough on a guitar. He gets a terrible sound and everything, but he's got such a heck of a beat, and just a fantastic player, and as I say, very inventive, and one of my dearest friends. Jerry is one of the greatest guitar players in the world.
Chet Atkins talking to Sean Street in November 1973. An interview that was broadcast on BBC Radio Solent's drive time show called Home Straight. Sean Street later became Professor of Radio at Bournemouth University. Chet continued performing up to the 1990s, but his health declined and he died on June the 30th, 2001, at his home in Nashville, Tennessee. Let's remember his great style and panache as we listen to the classic song Bye Bye Blackbird. Who would you like us to remember next time in Voices from the Past? Please continue to leave your suggestions in the comments.